Hey everybody, good afternoon. I'm Annette and we are here to share some special fun. I know Christmas is over and I know we are very close to Valentine's Day. If you are watching this video, we are past Valentine's Day and steaming towards St. Patrick's Day. But as you all are aware, I took part in Jenny's 25-day countdown to Christmas this year, and it was so much fun. I had such a great time, and I will link that playlist in the notes below this video, and you can go back and watch for yourself the whole month as I open gifts as we steam towards Christmas. It was so much fun. And I hope that next year you will join me for that 25-day countdown to Christmas because I already have my box ordered. Missouri Star offered an opportunity for people to go in and purchase the 2025 25-day countdown to Christmas at the 2024 prices. So I jumped on that and I purchased my box for this year already. And you can make that in 2 easy installments. I paid half down when I made the purchase, and I can pay the other half, I think, anytime before like mid-September. I have hair on my glasses. And so that is something that I hope you were able to take part in. And if not, I'm sure the price won't go up much. And I hope that you'll participate in that with me. So with that said, I have some projects here beside me that were from Jenny's box that I wanted to share with you that I have finished, completed, and have a little advice and a few tips. I don't know how many of you have worked on the projects from your box, but there is a Facebook group that is dedicated to the 2024 Countdown to Christmas box, and everybody is posting in there, and it's been a lot of fun to see people's projects. So without any further ado, we are going to get started, and we're going to have a quick peek at some of the projects that I've completed. This first one, everybody thought it was so cute and such fun, was the sewing machine Lego kit. Now, mine is finished, and it's so cute. It is so adorable. Look at that, with the little chuck on there and the little sewing machine foot, and the wheel turns on it, and it's really super cute. My granddaughter, Michelle, she put that together for me, and I made a post for it on the Jenny's 25-day countdown to Christmas page. Isn't that adorable? So thank you, Michelle, if you're watching. And it's got a little place where you can hang it on there. You could even hang it on your Christmas tree or in your window or anything, but isn't that adorable? Super cute. So we have that finished. And the rest of these items are all projects. So the next thing I would like to share is my reusable bowl huggers. Now, some people had problems with these, and I suspect that I know why they had problems. And I did make a post about it in the Facebook group. This project, it says in here that it can make 3, I believe, all total, but I squeaked 4 out of it, and I'll show you how I did that. These are my bowl huggers right here. Now, I started out, I made a square one because I have a very nice plastic square dish that I use in my refrigerator a lot, which had a lid that until it went through the dishwasher in the bottom rack. Then it went. So I had to make a lid for my Tupperware thing. Now, one thing I can tell you, this worked out just fine, except if you notice, it doesn't have a lot of stretch. That is not the fault of the elastic, okay? That was operator error on my part, which I discovered very quickly. If you have not completed your bowl huggers yet, you will want to make sure that when you apply your elastic, see, that you stretch it. I mean, stretch it, like really pull it when you're sewing it on to your fabric, because here's the difference. Okay, I have these two, actually have three. These are all the same size. These are all the same size. The difference is these two, this one I started tightening the elastic more, which still wasn't quite enough. I wasn't pulling hard enough. But these two worked out really good. You can see they're much tighter. And you can tell the difference between these three and this one. They fit on bowls and they'll stay on, but these two really stay on. And that's because the elastic, I pulled it much harder, and they slip over the bowls and they fit really nicely. Now, to get 4 out of it, what I did was I sewed a seam. I got 2 corners that fit, and I cut them square. I sewed the fabric together. Then I laid my bowl over it. Okay. And it says in the directions that you want to make sure that you give yourself, I think it's like 1.5 inches. Let me look at that really quick. Yeah, 1.5 inches mark all the way around. Draw lines at the 1.5 inch mark at intervals of about 2 inches, then connect the lines to create a second circle. Now, what I wound up doing is going like 1 3/4 inches. I did 1.5 inches on this one, and it was really kind of snug. There wasn't a lot of overlap on the bowl. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that you can improvise and get a better fit. So these are like 1 3/4 inches outside of the size of the bowl, because you lay the bowl on, you draw around it, then you add your 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 inches, connect those lines, and that's where you cut. And that's where your elastic goes on. And they were super simple. I did all of these in a couple of hours because I had to work out the kinks with the elastic. If I ever do more, they're going to go super fast, like probably 30 minutes. And I'll have 4 or 5 of them done. And I have used these multiple times. And this fabric, I put it right into the dishwater with the dishes, rinsed it off, rinsed it under hot water, and just hung it up to dry at my sink on whatever I had by my sink. And they were dry in a couple of hours and ready to go again. And all of these have been washed a few times since I made them, and they work great. So I'm hoping that you will give these a try and make your own reusable bowl huggers. And I did see some other women went on the Missouri Star website and purchased different colors. So that would be super fun as well. So let's move on to the next item. This item does not have, I don't know what I did with the directions. I looked and looked for them and I couldn't find them. But this is the embroidery wall hanging kit. Okay. And this is what it looks like in the back. Okay. And the directions are all there. And you got this beautiful wooden frame, your blue fabric with your snowflake printed on it. And then it came with these adorable little beads. I'm sure you can see them there. They're there, and they're little clear beads. And those came with the kit and the white thread and everything. And it's so darling. And it went together super fast. It took me probably, I don't know, because I did it like a half an hour in the evenings. It took me 3 or 4 days. And I had it all done. The directions are fairly simple. If you've embroidered before, you can do this. Even if you're new to embroidery, you can still do it. It just takes a little more time. So I think it's really cute. And I am planning on hanging this up, and right now it's sitting up on my fireplace mantle. So isn't that cute? I just love that. So that's our third project. Now, the last one that I have here that I have completed that I want to share, I did the chenille star pillow. This was so fun, and I have never worked with chenille before. And that is these pieces right here, and there's green right there. This was a little bit of a challenge, mainly because I've never worked with chenille before, but it has directions on how to put the entire pillow together in the booklet. Some people were a little confused by some of the directions on the cutting directions and things like that, but I read the entire pattern through before I did anything. And I would advise you to read the entire pattern all the way through, maybe twice, then lay out your fabric, because you have to get your background squares, your foreground squares. Those things all have to be separated out. And you have to really read the directions on how to make the hourglass units, these right here. Make sure you get that right. And once that's done, make sure you lay everything out. If you have a design board, I highly advise using it, or lay them out on a small cutting mat that you have to make sure everything looks right. And here is my completed pillow. This was a lot of fun to make, and it took me an entire afternoon to make it, because there was a little bit of cutting, and I had to think about the directions a little bit. And I was, like I said, it was the first time I'd ever worked with chenille, and it did exactly like they said. I put the pillow together, the front and the backing, and I did piping as my own addition. I love making piping for pillows. And when you cut fabric for piping, you need to make sure that you cut it on the bias, because what that does is that creates more ease when you're going around the corners, and as the pillow kind of curves in a little bit on the sides, it will give you that little bit of extra give in the fabric, which you'll really appreciate when you're putting your piping in place. Like I said, I put the front and the back together, I put the piping on, and then I safety pinned the opening closed so that it wouldn't fray where you insert the pillow, and I put the cover in the wash. I ran it through the washer and the dryer. When what that does is that makes this start to fray and gives it that really nice look. So you can see it there, there. Okay. And because you don't have to wash your pillow form right away. So I did that. And once it dried, I ironed it really well. And then I put my pillow form in, and then I closed it up. And I chose this backing fabric because I have other pillows in my living room that I recovered a couple of years ago with the same piping fabric and the same backing fabric. So it matches perfectly all the other pillows in my living room. I was so excited when I went, hey, I still got backing fabric and stuff from those other pillows. So I was able to pull it from my stash. I didn't have to buy anything extra, because you can use any of these colors, but the green was so prominent. And my couch is green, and my chair is green. And so this matches perfectly, and it's so cozy and comfortable. And I just love it. So those are the 4 items that I put together that I have completed so far from my Missouri Star 2024 25-day countdown to Christmas box. I can't even say that. So I would love to know what you made. I would love to know what you thought, what your thought process was, if you made the pillow, if you struggled with it, if you put this together, and if you did, have you given it as a gift or are you going to keep it? And have you done your snowflake wall hanging yet? If so, what are your thoughts? Did you enjoy the process? I would love to know. And did you struggle with these or were they easy? Have you done them before? Let's all share our knowledge and help each other. So that's what I have today. I hope you enjoyed this time together, and I hope that you will share what you learned and what you put together in your 2024 Countdown to Christmas box. So this is Annette, also known as Grandma D, saying I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and I hope you're greatly enjoying 2025. And I look forward to this year's 2025 25-day countdown to Christmas. It's going to be fun. And I hope that you'll join me for that in December. So again, I will link last year's videos in the notes below this video so you can go back and take a look at those and relive that fun with me. That would be wonderful. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, I would hope that you will so that you won't miss future videos as they come out. And I hope that you might share this with your friends. If you have other people that you know that appreciate Missouri Star and everything they do and love Jenny Doan and all of her family, that we can share this fun together. So you have a great day today and a better day tomorrow. And know that I love you, I think about you, I care about you. And most of all, I hope you're well. So we'll talk soon. You have a fantastic day and a happy 2025. And we'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.